Good evening and welcome to Fill in the Blanks. I'm tonight's guest co-host, Cliff. We've got Green Shirt Guy and C-Bizzle already working on their ultimate Spider-Man goodness. And we'll see you in 24 seconds.
Hey, the brightest day. Where are the heroes? Soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life. Crisis after crisis.
Good evening, all you beautiful people. Dan's Hobby Corner in JSS Brooklyn. Hi. Thank you guys for joining us. Gentlemen, how are you this evening?
What's going on?
Doing pretty well. Getting everything ready for Easter dinner.
Oh yeah. We are behind, and I hear about it all the time.
I
Yes.
don't have to go to my brother-in-law's for this holiday.
We are behind as well, but it's not because of me, so I'm not hearing about it.
There you go. Isn't that the best?
Mm-hmm.
It's the best. It's like, it's not my fault. So, Steven, what are you making?
We already got some ribs. I'm making some macaroni and cheese. Some potato salad. Coleslaw. Cabbage. I know my mother-in-law, she's making a cheesecake.
Ooh.
My sister-in-law is bringing deviled eggs.
Hell yeah.
And some
I might just stole
baked
one
beans.
question, but it's all right.
Baked beans.
Yeah, but we're like, you know how they do
Is
it
there,
with
is
hamburger.
there pork in them baked beans, or is it like fake baked beans?
Is beef in there?
Oh, beef. Oh,
Yeah,
extraordinary.
Yeah.
Oh, trying to change it up on me.
Yeah. Oh, it's not me. It's my sister-in-law. So
Okay. All right. I see it. I want to know all
Yep.
about it.
yep, it's gonna be good. I gotta go to I had to get some adult beverages. Either tomorrow or Saturday.
Right on.
Yeah.
What kind of adult beverages?
I got this is this facility that is called Total Wine. So it's basically like the Walmart of liquor.
Okay.
And I want to get something called Deep Eddy. Is a lemon vodka. They have other different flavors, but the lemon is my favorite. And they made here in Austin, Texas. So
Right on.
yeah. And I might even get a Crown Royal.
Get you
Ooh,
go.
some Crown Royal. I got to get the bougie version or the regular one?
Apple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it still come in
Apple.
the little leather bag?
No, it's felt.
Yep.
Felt or
But I said what I say leather. I meant to say.
You said leather. You meant felt. We know you meant felt. It's always been felt.
100% meant
Yeah.
felt. That's why.
Yep. That's my normal go-to when I'm by myself. If I go out, is my number one go-to is Long Island.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We talked about it a couple weeks ago.
A man who's about knocking himself on his ass. Okay.
It takes a few for that to happen.
Yeah, but still, Long Island's, they're known to be strong.
Yeah. We got the right bartender.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. So, Green Shirt Guy, are you guys hosting your own Thanksgiving?
Easter?
Your own Easter? What am I saying? I don't remember holidays.
I don't know what we're doing. We're bouncing around ideas. So Saturday is we sort of celebrated last week, but we didn't really go anywhere. But Saturday there's a thing at the CIA. It's a beer tasting, food, and that whole thing.
Talk about bougie,
right? Well,
Right.
So we're going to our anniversary was last week, so we'll put it off to go to that. Well, not put it off, but we celebrate it. But we're going to that as our big, dinner to do. It's Saturday. It's an afternoon thing. So, and then I'm getting my sons yelled at in the background. I don't know if you can hear that. Sunday, we're still debating. We might go. There's a place in Connecticut we're thinking we might go to, but we're not sure if it's open yet. So I got to call them tomorrow. But yeah, I don't have to go to my brother-in-law's, which is good. It sounds whatever, but it's fun.
Well, that's nice. Well, I'm hosting my nieces on Sunday,
Nice.
and possibly one nephew. We'll see how that works, and then whatever prospective boyfriends are coming. We're just gonna have a lovely time. And I'm making 2 casserole dishes of mac and cheese because it's been demanded.
Of course.
Demanded of me, which I love it. I love it. And I love that they care. I love that they've told me many times how much they love my mac and cheese.
How many cheeses are you putting in it?
I believe it or not, I only do like 2 real cheeses.
Really?
And right. So I use American cheese to make the cheesy sauce actually happen. Because like American cheese, Velveeta, whatever, they have a billion sodiums in it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But those sodiums are what you need for the emulsifying action, And then I grate up about 2 bricks of cheddar, because you know how they say that the grated cheese in the store has a compound in it, so that like right.
Well,
So like I get bricks of cheese. So I get 2 bricks of cheddar and 2 bricks of Monterey, and just and sprinkle in as necessary, and then sprinkle some more at the end for the topping. So it's gonna be cheesy goodness. Shaggy Mac, what's up? Hoffrey, what's up? So that's just the mac and cheese. Also, it looks like we're having ham. We may also have turkey breast. Because Adams over here has that fabulous turkey breast you can pick up. So maybe ham, maybe turkey roast. My mom really wants me to make my chuck roast. I do make a good chuck roast. So we're trying to feed 9 people, so that's gonna be something.
Yeah.
Cayenne for the comic, stayed for the cheese. Yes. So I believe in a very creamy mac and cheese. The only part of it that should look dry should be the topping, and that should just be a crispy layer of cheesiness that you crack through.
Yep.
Like cracking through it. Yeah, and then just the velvety cheesiness of it all.
Yep.
Underneath.
I like that. I use sharp cheddar. Gouda.
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm yawning.
And Colby Jack.
Colby Jack.
Colby Jack is my other go-to if I can't get the Monterey.
What about Munster?
Yeah.
You know what has a very milding effect, right? And like, I'm not saying I dislike it. I'm just saying I would do a different set of cheeses if I was doing Munster.
Yeah.
Oh, Munster.
I'm having a Thanksgiving poutine. Oh, Dan, that's so funny. Well, a Thanksgiving poutine for Easter? Shouldn't it be like a ham poutine at Easter? Like just smoked or roasted ham bites, over the fries with a nice mustardy gravy.
People tuning in like, wait, are they drawing while talking about food?
Shaggy Mac says, I'm lactose intolerant, but cheese will always be my forbidden love.
I can understand that.
Have you seen Jim Jeffries' special? I can't remember what it's called. He's got like 6 out. There's one. The overarching story is about he went on a date with this woman. I think in the next special he tells you that it's his wife. And he's lactose intolerant. But he's like, I really like cheese and ice cream, so occasionally I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna do it. But he goes, but you could set your watch because if I eat it in 40 minutes, I'm gonna be on the toilet. So they go to some frou-frou fancy restaurant, and like I think the 8th course was cheese, and then there's cheesecake for dessert. And he's like, I'm going for it. And then She, of course, wants to stop at a couple places on the way back to his apartment or his house. He's like, no, we gotta go. So the clock is started, basically.
Real. It's like the clock is official. We are go time. Do not putz around. My goodness. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I guess my chuck roast, I make like a whole exotic thing of it. There's like, I cut up a bunch of onions and put in the baby carrots usually, or cut up carrots depending on what's accessible to me, and just put it in the slow cooker. And there's usually a little bit of tomato sauce and 2 cups of white wine, and just let all the magic happen. Let the flavors come together. Let the slow cooking commingling that the Lord wanted us to experience, take place.
Exactly. I'm not mad at that.
Because let me tell you something. When you're done, you get a slice of that pot roast, and you will believe he has risen.
I was gonna make a caramel apple cheesecake.
And what would stop you?
My mother-in-law making regular cheesecake.
So
I used to sell them on the side. So I might try to make it again one day.
My.
It's been a while since I made it.
Well, it sounds delicious, so you're gonna have to make it when you come visit us.
Oh yeah,
no one here will stop you. If my mother even looks sideways at you, I'm like, get out of his way. Let him cook. Let him cook. Actually, if you're here and you're cooking, she'll love every minute of it. She loves that we won't have to get involved in the kitchen other than cleaning up.
Yeah.
But so one of my nieces is making deviled eggs. Another one is making some special cornbread.
Oh, that's what I got to make too. Cornbread.
I tried to make pudding for staff the other day, and it went terribly. At work. I don't
Terrible how?
It didn't set up. It didn't firm up.
Oh, I'm like,
okay.
If they complain, screw them.
Yeah, that's what I had to ask.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't bring it in. Because I just refused to. I just refused to present myself like that.
Yeah. Subject yourself to that.
That just reminds me. When I used to work at this one place, they would have free coffee. They had a coffee machine in the break room, and they had like coffee. You just put it in the machine and make it or whatever. People, this is terrible coffee. I'm like, it's free. Shut up. If you don't like it, go down the street.
Exactly. Go buy your cup of McDonald's. Exactly. I am so happy that we have staff coffee, but people keep bringing up client coffee because other places have it. But it's a huge responsibility that's supposed to be the client responsibility, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And it keeps not. So the last time they had it, it was very much the clients had abandoned that responsibility. So it turned into, no, you're not getting coffee back.
Yeah, I miss that's one of the few things I miss about working in the office. Because I've been working from home since March of 2020. So I miss the fact that I could just go in there and just grab me a free cup of coffee, or if not coffee, I can always grab me some black tea.
There you go.
I miss those days.
And we do have we have some little tea packets, I think, back there.
Yeah.
But it's like so funny. We're surrounded by amenities, right? Like McDonald's is down the hill. They always have dollar coffee. All right. Honestly, McDonald's should give us a kickback by how much business we give them. All right. If you go out the front door, we've got CVS, and CVS sells all sorts of stuff because they're a pharmacy. And then 2 doors down from that is a freaking pizzeria. I mean, there's no lacking of variety here. And then if you feel like pushing yourself, there's Ready Coffee. And if you push a little harder, There's a Mexican restaurant directly across the street from a Domino's Pizza in case you feel like having stuffed crust all of a sudden.
You can't go wrong with that.
Well, isn't that Mexican place still in the plaza too?
Yes,
In
it
the
is.
strip mall?
It's in the plaza, yeah. And then we have the one across the street. If you want to get dairy,
Yeah.
like you do not have to leave our plaza to be taken
Nice.
care of by food. Garth Wong, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
If you want to spend 30 seconds in the car, you're at the Eveready, which is right there too.
All my clients are walking, so still, like, whatever.
Well, even still.
Yeah, I mean, you're there. You're like there. You know what I love? When one of them will complain about being on their feet, and I was like, I just watched you go down to McDonald's, get something, and come back like the Flash.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
the Flash. I was like, I don't know where all those aches and pains were when you were going getting your McBagel or whatever it is.
McBagel.
There's nothing wrong with the bagels at McDonald's.
Yeah, the breakfast bagel thing. I like them.
I love bagels.
I mean, I don't consider those like real bagels, but they are a breakfast sandwich.
They are a breakfast sandwich. In a pinch. Have you been to Eastdale Bagels?
Where's that? In Eastdale?
It's in Eastdale. You know where the Rossi's is on the corner in Eastdale?
I am not. I have been through Eastdale. I'm not too familiar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's good bagels. They get good bagel sandwiches too.
Now, my favorite bagels are near Woodbury Commons.
I'm not driving all the way down there.
And my other favorite bagels are in Danbury, Connecticut.
Okay.
And I did it on the GPS for my mom because we're obsessed with these bagels. And it's literally the same distance depending which one we choose.
Right on.
Now, are both your guys in the state of New York?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He
It's just that
lives in the town that I work in. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before Anthony moved the shop, I actually lived a mile from the shop.
Oh, okay.
But now it's 3 miles or whatever.
It's like, oh no, there's 2 more lights to go through.
Well, Oh, actually, it's more. Oh man, I gotta make a left-hand turn.
Oh yeah, right. Oh, there's a left involved. Christina Payne in the chat, dropping links like a champion. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina.
She's so good. She's so
She
good.
is.
Well, I guess that
the
means
best.
Hey, Bird. Hello.
Yeah,
I have so much stuff that needs to get out of this room. I have so many things that need to happen.
Yes, I'm actually shipping stuff tomorrow.
And see,
Yeah,
this
I've
like
been meaning to-
your the stuff I have to send to you is possibly the most embarrassing. I don't even know. Like, there's someone won something for me from C3. That is very embarrassing.
Yeah.
There's 2 other people who won something for my channel. That's moderately embarrassing.
Yeah.
I want to send something to Kenneth Bird after that whole debacle with the UPS store losing my box, right? So that's also fairly embarrassing.
Don't worry, C-Bizzle, I finally got my book.
There you go.
Well,
I can't remember.
I got the 2 for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I'm sending out tomorrow.
Yay!
And I'm sending out 2 the January winners. And then 2 of the February winners. I didn't put anything in for March. So
Christina Payne wants to know, besides Cliff, is any other council member going to Heroes?
no.
No, I'm tabling at Baltimore, so that's my big trip this year.
I am tabling at Free Comic Book Day. So that's where I will be. And I'm going to a horror convention, Texas Frightmare here in Irving, Texas. And that's the main one me and my fiance go to every year because that's what she loves.
So it's just me jumping in a car with 2 other Puerto Rican YouTubers heading on down to North Carolina, hoping
There's
that
other two.
nobody pulls us over for being too Puerto Rican.
Who's
And
the other two?
Izzy and Cuppy.
Oh. Y'all should make a series out of it. The 3 Puerto Ricans.
Izzy wants to make a series out of anything. Anything.
That's so funny. I don't think I knew Cuppy was. It's like everyone in our sphere of influence is Puerto Rican.
Yeah, exactly. Every time we just touch the sphere of influence, you're either Puerto Rican or we turn you into one. Like Phil.
Right?
Look at Christina. That means Cliff needs to give me an extra big hug from all of you. Way to put the pressure on me, Christina. Like you're getting a big hug. You know it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm getting hot flashes. What is happening in here?
The thoughts of you hugging Christina.
It is the thought of hugging Christina. My goodness. My goodness. Woo.
Oh, Rich guy, we gotta give 2 hashtags.
We got
one each. We gotta give hashtag each.
Oh yeah. We should.
Yeah.
Oh, can we do 3? Can I get one too?
Absolutely.
Are you gonna put it in the private chat?
Yes, thank you. I was trying to figure out how I could do it, and you gave me the idea. Private chat.
I can't because my camera's right there. My phone is right there.
So he's gonna give his
just
verbally.
Right. All right. Do we want to flip a coin first before we do? I tell you what. Why don't we do your hashtag and then we'll.
Well, we got 2 in there so far.
Yeah, Grisha guy got to do his verbally because he can't.
Then we'll start with green shirt guys.
I will say hashtag. Because I'm looking at it. Gamehole Con.
What was that?
Gamehole.
Game who what?
Gamehole Con.
Game foil con?
Gamehole Con.
Yeah, game hole.
My shirt.
Game hole con. Oh,
yeah.
Well, that feels tittillating.
Yeah, see, I knew that was coming.
I knew
that was coming.
And that's con with a K or a C?
C-O-N, like it's a show. It's a.
Okay.
It's a tabletop gaming show.
Game.
Oh. An artist friend of mine was at it, and he goes every year. I was like, hey, can you get me a T-shirt while you're there? I'm like, that's a funny name of a show. He's like, yeah, let me know what I owe you. So I haven't.
My brother is supposed to be going. Would love to go there because he has a board game YouTube channel.
Game hole con. Enter this hashtag in the comment section and be ready when we spin for a duck. There you go, folks.
I'm drawing.
And like Jay says, he's like, "Oh, that just sounds what?"
Right?
Right.
That's why I asked for the shirt.
Yeah, you need the shirt to back up.
Yeah.
You need the shirt to back up what's going on there.
Yeah.
Between that shirt and the name, I was like, why haven't I been invited to this party? That sounds like my kind of party. I'll be all over that. How long do we usually give the hashtag?
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we play the video? I'll flip a coin, and we can do it after whoever does the first set of questions.
Do you mean it's time for?
So who talks first? You talk first? I talk first.
That's the one.
I always wonder which one of us is Kylo Ren.
I mean, I'm not saying nothing because I'm gonna sound racist if I go.
I know. I was about to say the same.
Yeah. So I guess you're Poe, and I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right, you want heads or tails?
Let's go tails this time.
Okay. Survey says it is heads.
Nice.
Tell you what, I'll go first.
Okay.
Because they're sitting right here, and I can. All right. Since we're doing Spider-Man, my first question is, Mary Jane or Gwen?
Mary Jane. I have a strange fixation on redheads. I don't know why.
You like the gingers, do you?
Oh,
Yeah.
that explains them wigs.
What?
Oh goodness!
I don't even know that I want to know.
No.
Let's see. Why do you think it is that so many not so much recently it feels like, but at least a lot of the classic ones, so many superheroes are the result of scientific accident?
Because that's one of the most easiest ways to explain a superpower.
Yeah, but there's so many things you can. It seemed like almost all of them. Oh, well, this happened, and they didn't die, so
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's a reflection of the world around them, right?
Yeah.
Like imagine growing up in a world where you start seeing poles and power lines like emerging everywhere you go, right? And that these things are conductors of electricity, and you are just discovering this, and so you're writing a comic and you're like, yeah, Angel was born because his mother and father lived near all these power lines, and of course their child was a mutant, you know. And then we have and then you have all sorts of chemicals being transported across the United States, and that's new for you too. So it's like, oh, this innocent kid got splashed by these dangerous chemicals, and now we have Daredevil.
Well, and Flash.
Well,
They
Flash,
changed
okay,
that
no,
original
that I
Flash.
know, but DC did not use the world around them in the same way. They were more fantastical, and it's like Jay Garrick in his laboratory working on a hard water experiment. Bitch, it's hard water. Hard water gave him super speed and access to the Speed Force.
Yeah.
You know, like at least by the time we got to Barry, there's a lightning bolt involved, and you're like, oh well, that's cool.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so like, yes, DC didn't quite use it as well. Like Marvel was like, look at all the stuff that goes on around us. You know, what would it be? Oh, they're testing bombs in the desert. What if they're testing a new type of bomb and something went wrong and you get the Hulk?
Right.
So that is why we have so many of that, is because like that gang, the Marvel gang, really was. They always had that we want to be grounded in the real world sensibility. Yep. And so those were the real things happening around them. I think if like today we were trying to do the exact same thing, it would be like, oh, this young girl was, you know, consistently bombarded by the internet, and then her mutation came, you know. I don't even want to think about some of the other horrible things that could happen. Although, like I said, DC got better at theirs. I think Superman coming from another planet, though not an accident, was somewhat grounded in science/science fiction, because like he's from another world with different gravity and different muscle structure and different everything, right? So although he looks human, making him humanoid, he has these amazing abilities.
Right.
Jay says Brooklyn says we could call her Influence Girl.
Oh Lord, no.
Our mutant power to social mediaize you into hypnosis.
Oh Lord. Next question, please.
Yeah, right.
I'm not answering that one.
All right. So here's one, and it's slightly based on a stand-up comedian I saw a while back talking about this. Is Spider-Man useless in the suburbs or / the country because there are no super tall buildings for him to swing around off of?
No,
he's not
useless.
useless. He's got a lot of powers that you do not require the swinging.
Exactly. He just won't swing. He still got a super strength. He still have his agility. He still has his spider sense. He can
still leap, right?
Yep, he can still leap. You know, like if it was a crime out in the suburbs and he fight against a gangster in the suburbs, he could dodge practically all their punches.
I'll give you that, but getting to the problem is going to take him forever because he's going to have to.
No, he can leap. He literally can leap.
Oh,
It
so
would
Yeah.
be really weird, but like it's something he actually can do.
Also, he had the Spidey car.
No, don't get me started with the spider.
Oh my God! Let him bring the Spider-Mobile to Delta, Ohio.
Right.
Peter Parker arrives in Delta, Ohio, trying to track down a master criminal. You know,
Right.
everybody in Ohio was like, "Oh my God, the Spidey buggy's going through my cornfield, my crops, my crops." I'm sorry, I'm loving the imagery on this. I'm absolutely adoring it. And look at this. Nerdy Geek said, wait, aren't you describing John Carter, Warlord of Mars? Yes, basically that's who Spider-Man is if he can't webline. Yes.
Yep.
He's got all that, the super strength, the power jumping, the Spidey and Spidey senses. The Spidey senses are still there. And Green Shirt Guy, let us remember, he can still webline the back of a car and just
launch himself.
go through the streets,
Yeah.
Like, let's not underestimate, Spidey, especially the one that has experience.
Yes.
Like, he'll be like, I can do this. I've been in the middle of nowhere before.
I got this. I still believe in you, Spider-Man.
C-Bizzle, how much JSA of Jeff Johns' run did you read?
You talking about his recent run?
No, I mean like his original run.
Only one. Only
Okay.
JSA I've read.
Did you read when modern Mr. Terrific teamed up with old school Mr. Terrific?
Oh yeah.
Okay, and do you remember them trying to rescue that baby from the KKK?
Yeah.
And they were in the middle of nowhere, and modern Mr. Terrific could not use his T-spheres in 1940 something.
Correct.
Right. But how did they do it? How did they handle it?
They improvised.
That's right. The two of them were smart. They knew the Klan was bad, and we're rescuing this baby. We're fighting back to back. It was great.
Yep. Because there's still no human that could go toe to toe with Spider-Man in a fist fight.
Spidey in a desert of soft sand dunes would be almost useless. Just saying. I'm pretty sure if he's fighting Sandman there, he would die.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's it.
Sandman, yeah.
And Sandman would be like, "This is my turf. You die, Spider-Man. There's nowhere for you to go."
All right, let's see. What is your Chinese food order?
Oh, baby, please. I was craving this.
I had Chinese food tonight, so it's on my brain.
Yeah, I was craving this a couple of days ago. I'm very basic when it comes to Chinese food. Give me some chicken fried rice and at least 5 to 6 egg rolls.
Okay.
I love egg. Hear me loud and clear. I love egg rolls.
I enjoy egg rolls as well.
I like spring rolls.
I enjoy the soup dumplings, the shrimp dumplings, the spicy bowl noodles. I like fried sauce noodles.
I have never had dumplings before. Yeah,
What?
I've never had. Is a new Chinese restaurant down the street from me. It's called Chicken Dumplings.
It's your time has come. Your time has come.
Yeah, I have to go there.
Yes, you do.
You have to.
I might go there this weekend.
And of course, when I am in basic bitch mode, General Tso's chicken, or orange chicken, or sesame chicken. But when I'm feeling, I always love lo mein, and I love the Singapore rice noodles, as does my mom. We're big on that. Let's see. Nerdy Geek says sesame chicken with broccoli, white rice, and an egg roll. That sounds healthy.
No, I don't do broccoli. I do not do broccoli.
Phil's Trio says, can't we do wet bread? I haven't tried wet bread. Is that a
What's
thing?
wet bread? I never heard of wet bread. I don't like my bread wet.
Wet bread is soft, moist bakery buns that are light and fluffy. So that sounds interesting.
I am a sucker for crab rangoons.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. How can I
Yes.
But
Yes.
do you agree with me? It's hard to find real good crab rangoon these days.
That
I
I
don't
can
know.
agree with.
Like
The
I
place-
feel like the flavor of crab is there, and like that's it. Like that's all we have left. It's like
Heavy cream cheese.
right heavy
Whatever
cream
they-
cheese. Where is my crab?
Yeah. I agree, Cliff.
I still love it, but I'm just saying.
All right, let's see. All right, ink it or erase it.
Oh, here we go.
Survivor from television. You might split the room with me, C-Bizzle, if you say the wrong thing.
Okay. I like splitting rooms.
So what say you?
I have no idea. What did you? I'm like staring here. Like, what's the question?
The TV show Survivor. Ink it or erase it.
Ink it or erase it?
Meaning keep it, get rid of it.
Oh, I get it. No, I would erase it.
What?
Yeah.
It has,
I hate to say this. I agree with Cliff.
Yeah, he's done nothing. It's done nothing to service me whatsoever.
Oh, you're killing me. I've watched it from the very beginning. I've seen every single episode.
I told you I like splitting the room.
Yeah, if it was RuPaul's Drag Race, I'd be like, no, never. You know.
Let's see. Ink it or erase it. Deviled eggs.
Ink it. Like I said, my brother, he makes a buffalo chicken deviled egg.
And my niece makes fabulous deviled eggs. She's making them Sunday.
I might have to make my own.
Definitely ink.
Because I think we're going somewhere, I might just have to make some just to have them in the house. Hold on a second. Let me finish this line here.
Oh, look at Jason's Brooklyn with soju, beer, and barbecue. Oh, Phil's question: pineapple on pizza. Ink it or erase it?
Phil, you know my feeling about this. Pineapples do not belong on pizza.
Wrong.
That is not
wrong. And although I don't care in general, again, it doesn't service me, so erase it.
Wrong.
Erase that.
Wrong. It is delicious.
Get that off the planet Earth. It does not belong.
Delicious.
I don't want to eat hot pineapples.
Never on a pizza, says Joffrey Castro.
Wrong.
Thank you.
It's delicious. You're both wrong.
But you know what? Let me tell y'all what you need to try. For those of you who are still squeamish about pineapple on pizza, get it
good.
With bacon and jalapeno.
Oh, I don't see. You missed me with jalapenos.
What?
How dare you? It is a fabulous combination that more
bacon and jalapenos?
Bacon and jalapeno with your pineapple. Tell me, C-Bizzle, try that and see if it's a whole new world for you.
I don't know. I might try it, but I love jalapenos.
I don't, and it's not the heat because I like hot stuff. I just don't like the flavor of jalapenos. That's really what I like.
Really? I love the sweetness of it.
Too bitter.
How? Are you pregnant? Like, what happened?
Just too bitter. I like hot stuff.
Bitter? They sweet.
I just don't like jalapenos.
Oh my goodness. Canadian Survivalist is here too. Welcome aboard. The hashtag is GameHoleCon, everybody.
GameHoleCon, yeah. All right.
It's almost like you gotta be careful how you say it.
GameHoleCon.
Nerdy Geek says that's the truth. Right on. Pineapple and stir fry, yes or no? You know what? I'm gonna say yes because I think I've had someone do it properly for me.
Here's a strange
salsa.
Here's a strange thing. I'm gonna say yes to both of those. There's just something about having it on a pizza with the pizza sauce, and
so delicious.
And no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I've tried. Everybody say, "Oh,
you got to try bacon and jalapeno. That's the game changer."
People say, "Oh, you. When's the last time you tried it? You just following this social trend?" No, I had it when I was a kid. Didn't like it. Had it as a young adult. Didn't like it. Hasn't had it as an adult. Didn't like it. Guess what? I'm an old man now. Still don't like it.
You're wrong.
That's the deal I'm dying on.
I could make you a Mexican flavor inspired pizza that would include pineapple interesting ways, and I think I would impress people.
You probably would impress people. I'll probably try not to hurt your feelings.
You wouldn't, because you will be so mesmerized by the porky al pastor deliciousness that I have going on with the melty
pastor.
Oaxacan cheese that you would just come full circle.
I only had al pastor the last couple of years.
And you like it?
I love it.
Oh, there you go. That's my magic. That's how I work the magic. 62 days until Heroes Con. No need to send me into a panic attack, Phil's Treehouse.
He's also a fellow Michigander.
Ooh, fellow Michigander. Nerdy Geek, what time should I come over, Cliff? 8 p.m. Hold on, 8 p.m. January 8 p.m. January 2nd. That's a Friday, 2026.
Be there or be square.
That's right.
Last I checked, you don't want to be square.
I wonder just how much hilarious mayhem I can help cause at Heroes Con.
Oh Lord.
Don't get yourself kicked out.
I won't get myself. Well, if I do the slap routine, I'll probably get kicked out.
Yeah,
I'll
think?
have to save the slap routine for like Saturday afternoon.
It's a random Saturday afternoon.
It's not random. There's only the event's only 3 days, and the boys want to come back on Sunday.
Oh, that's what you mean by Saturday afternoon.
Yeah. Oh, look, Friendly Pizza Boy is here. Friendly Pizza Boy, do you believe in pineapple on pizza, or is it an abomination? And have you tried pineapple, bacon, and jalapeno on pizza? And do you have thoughts? Also, welcome.
What's your next ink and erase it?
Swimming.
Oh, erase. Every time I try to swim, I'm nearly drowned. Erase.
Go ahead.
I love the water. We're going to ink that.
Even
though I'm a fat man and I haven't been swimming in years, like decades, but if I get an opportunity once I lose this fat, I will go back into the water.
Hold on.
I have never known my center of gravity. It has betrayed me nonstop.
I do not know how to swim, so I erase it.
Oh, wow. I could not graduate high school without passing swimming. That was a serious. Phil, I think Phil Trails, I don't know if it's in your side of the town, but I know in the Southeast Michigan, those schools, you had to learn how to swim in order to graduate high school.
Is that right?
Yep.
Friendly Pizza Boy says, ew, no pineapples on pizza. That is unholy for pizza.
Wrong.
Thank you. You shall keep your name.
Wrong. All right. Last ink and erase it. Retconned sequels.
It's tough.
What, keeping the retcons or keeping the sequels?
Sequels that are where they make a sequel, but it's only a sequel because they retcon.
Yeah. Like imagine like what they did with Halloween with Michael Myers.
Which time? When Rob Zombie did it,
That's
or when what's his name did it? Recently.
Just recently.
So that was a semi-retcon, I don't know. That was a lot of things. It was a lot of things.
I'm going to, because I like it when they do it right, but it's only when they do it right, it's far in between when they do it right, because a lot of times it's just wrong. It's almost as worse, or it's worse than what it was before.
Agreed.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna say erase it.
I'm gonna also say erase it because there's not enough good ones to justify it.
Correct.
I agree.
And that's where I'm at with it too. When they do it right, it gets knocked out of the park, but it's so few and far between.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. I'm just doing hair, so I'm trying to. Give me 1 sec. Okay, and then I got my would you rather's. All right, ready?
Okay.
C-Bizzle, you inspired me. Would you rather the Lions win the Super Bowl, now, and for the rest of your life, no Detroit team makes the playoffs and is never competitive. Or the Lions never win the Super Bowl and all of the other teams are in playoff contention every year.
Let's see, I'm 46 years old. I maybe got like 40 years, 50 years left on this planet.
How generous.
Right? So I gotta sacrifice the Red Wings, Tigers, and the Pistons.
Right.
Missing the
Or the
playoffs
For your lifetime.
for my lifetime.
But the Lions win the Super Bowl. You can guarantee the Lions win the Super Bowl.
But if I say the other way, the Lions would never win.
The Super Bowl, but all the other teams are at least in the playoffs or on the edge of the playoffs every single year. Might win, might not win, but they're at least there's a chance.
True. And okay, so the second part of the question. You said the Lions would never win the Super Bowl even after I pass away.
Well, it doesn't matter because you're dead.
Oh, it always matters.
You'll never know.
Sacrifice one for the rest of them. I have to go. I was sacrifice the Lions.
Wow.
Yeah, because if those other three wins championships, I think one would be better for the city of Detroit than just the Lions winning it.
Okay.
Yeah, because all four sports teams are in downtown Detroit.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, only one of them has never won.
True. But the Tigers haven't won since 1984.
But they've won.
The Lions, yeah, but they just have to wait till I pass away. And that can happen as I could walk across the street today. So
Don't say stuff like that.
I'm just saying. It can happen anytime.
It could.
I can be like, I'm drawn, and I'm gone. So I would sacrifice the Lions.
All right.
We haven't won anything anyways. So what would be the difference?
I mean, I guess, but you'd finally get over the hump.
True.
I think all of my favorite teams except for the Canucks have won a title in my lifetime. So at least I get to enjoy it. All right. My other one. Would you rather be completely naked and you can't go get clothes and we can't bring you clothes? You got to just stay naked. Would you rather be completely naked at a family reunion or at the DMV?
Oh, at the DMV. That's easy. At the DMV.
Yeah, but you'll get arrested at the DMV.
Yeah, that's true.
But it'll be in the paper and everything, and then there's people with cameras, and it could end up on the internet.
Then I might get a job.
How you doing?
Hey, my old stripper name was Chocolate Thunder, so it can work for me.
I thought it was Buck Naked.
Nah. Don't call me Chocolate Drop.
It's hard being a Detroit fan. You
Bill's
know
right.
what? Oh my God. Like, my family is like really like sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the DMV would be the lesser of two atrocities.
Yeah. And maybe a woman would see me and she said, "Oh, he's so brave. I want to date him."
I was dating my family, not anymore. Now it's complicated.
What if I throw this into the mix? You're at the DMV, and it just so happens that everybody you know decides that that's the day they got to renew their license.
Then they will get a show. Put on some Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation and go at it.
All right, that's all I got.
Let's do
All right.
our first ducky. Let's
Do
do
the
it.
duck, yeah.
You wish more people stayed clothed. Yeah, sometimes. All right, giving you 10 seconds. 10, 9. Wait, why is this wrong?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Why
right.
does-
Game Whole Con.
It's right, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It's
Then
just,
why are there no entries?
do we have entries?
Yes, people were writing it. Oh, son of a gun.
What'd you do, Cliff?
Just wrong show.
Why is it not here?
I didn't do it.
Not me. There it is.
All right, let's try this again.
There we go.
Entries are happening, people. Entries are happening. All right, gonna give you 15 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw.
Woo!
Right, yes. Congratulations. You get a duck. Brian's got a ducky. Congratulations, Brian. Yes, to Happy Birthday Lisa theme.
I'm okay with that.
All right, Brian LCS is our first duck winner. All right, our next hashtag is going to be Joe Kelly. The Kelly, who will be at Terrificon this summer.
Woo!
Banner
The
time.
pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
No, the writer for Amazing Spider-Man.
And for Superman and for all sorts of things.
You
Yes.
know who I'm talking about, right? C-Bizzle?
Yes.
Joe Kelly Fight Club.
Yep.
I love that guy. When
Okay.
he came to Boston.
Okay. So, which one should I start? Which one should I do? Should I do Would You Rather? Okay, let me give you the themes. Okay. Would you rather moviegoer edition or 7 questions to ask a New Yorker? Which one would y'all want to do first?
Oh my God, 7 questions to ask a New Yorker.
Okay. All right. Here we go. This is
Here's
for
where we're
both of
gonna
y'all, 'cause
find out how close C-Bizzle thinks we live to the city.
Yes, true. What is your favorite hidden gem in the city that tourists never know about?
Oh, there's a deck on the Hudson River
Mhm.
that is, oh my God, where the hell is it? See, this is the part where I'm not New Yorker enough, but there is a deck. And I went to Big Apple Comic Con and I took the wrong elevator by accident. And this deck is absolutely magnificent. Okay, I can remember the pier. Come on, Cliff. Come on.
You got it, Cliff.
You can do it.
You can do it.
What is the name of the pier? What is the name of the pier? Oh my God, there's so many things. Pier 57.
Okay. Wasn't that in on like Real World or Road Rules or something like that?
No, not to my knowledge.
Okay.
Also in Lower Manhattan, piers 25 and 26. So maybe people know about 57. I feel like 25 and 26, like they offer beautiful Lower Manhattan views. Maybe people don't know about those as much, you know? So like Yeah, they're Pier 25 and 26 are part of Hudson River Park. So I think like that's like lesser,
Gotcha.
lesser hotspot, but beautiful.
What
Yeah,
about you,
answer
Green
one.
What about you, Green Sugar? You got a hidden gem in the city?
So I don't go there that often. I really don't. And I
Okay.
haven't lived down here my whole life, so I've only been but a handful of times. But there's this big, huge statue on this island. No, I don't know if I have one, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And then there's a lovely restaurant that's Italian. You know I love Italian food. Of course, it's pricey. 55 Houston Street, right? Of course, it's spelled Houston, but it's Houston. Emilio's on Houston, like fabulous Italian food. Fabulous. And it is a lovely, and it's very hole in the wall, but it's lovely.
Well, that's how you know it's good, man.
Yeah, that's how you know it's good. So that's my other little gem.
Okay.
How many tables?
Oh my God, like maybe, you know what? Maybe 12, maybe 20. It's like it's an illusion factory because that place is tiny.
Right.
And I like
an illusion factory. I'm going to start using that.
Yeah. Because first of all, the walls and the ceiling are covered with pictures and paintings of family, Italy, Sophia Loren, all that, right? So you're just wildly distracted by that. But there's like a row of tiny 2-person tables on one side and then circular tables on the other. And you know my fat ass wants a circular table immediately.
Yep. Same. Okay.
So it's an event, but I like it.
Next question. Do you actually like Times Square or is it just for out-of-towners?
It's for
out-of-towners. That's a one and done.
Okay.
It's one of those, you went to Times Square. It's not fun down there.
But you know what's really funny is when you're like bouncing around New York doing stuff, you will end up crossing Times Square quite a bit and just get super annoyed,
Unless you avoid it on purpose.
Right, you can avoid. Well, sometimes you can't. You have to admit that. Sometimes, like, point A and point B are just too reliant, It depends on what you're going there for. But yeah, like really to see Times Square, yeah, that's a one and done.
Yeah. Okay. This might sound crazy, but what is your go-to bodega order?
Oh, jeez. I don't know if I have one. I really don't know if I have one.
Let me tell you. Usually I don't have one, but that's often because I see a bodega cat murdering a mouse, and I realize
that's
I don't.
What you want, though. That's how you know it's authentic.
Yeah, no, you know it's authentic, but it does make me question if you want to order any of that food.
That's probably true.
Okay.
But no, like when you have people cooking at home, like you don't really have a bodega order.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, have you ever had a wild Subway experience?
Like on the Subway?
On the Subway.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I had this guy trying to sell me old candy for $2.
Randomly old candy?
Right. And then when that wasn't working, he pulled Michael Jackson's glove and red jacket out of his bag and then just started doing Michael Jackson impersonations for tips.
That's amazing.
And I could not believe what I was seeing. I did tip him for the Michael Jackson impersonation because I was so flabbergasted by the transformation that I witnessed, Oh, and I have one train story, but that train story is so X-rated, it can't be told.
Do you ever go on the Subway, Screenshot Guy?
Not really.
Okay.
Usually, I for the most part, when I've been in the city, it's been in Manhattan and you can walk around.
Gotcha.
I've been on the Subway, I think, twice. So few times that when you said you have a Subway story, I was thinking about stories within the restaurant Subway, of which I have a couple, but
Okay.
My.
This might be a hot take. This might split the room, as what Grinch guy says. What is your hot take on pizza? Do you fold it, fork it, or no rules?
I'm sorry, fork it?
Yeah, fork it.
Knife and fork.
Knife and fork.
No.
Yeah.
What are you, 5 years old?
Listen. As
Mommy, can you blow on it too? It's too hot.
as people who live in the great, let me tell you, as people who live in the great state of New York, you fold it.
100%.
Yes.
Now, I personally don't have rules because, different situations may call for different tactics. But the standard is you fold that shit. You fold it.
Yeah. I definitely
Here
fold
you go.
I think
Here's
that's
the-
spreading across the country. Though. I don't think that's strictly a New York thing anymore.
Yeah,
I'm a folder.
Sir, you would be
Yeah.
surprised.
Well, if you eat a deep dish pizza, some people use a fork and a knife.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
no.
No, deep dish you have to. Deep dish is out of control. In Chicago, it's
Yeah.
out of control. You need
it's like
you need
lasagna.
a fork and a knife. You need a fork and a knife to get to power through everything that's happening there. That crust, that layer of sausage patty, the cheese oozing everywhere. You know what? I'm
Yes.
suddenly in the mood.
So let me go to my next question.
I already had dinner, so I'm
So, is there such a thing as a real New Yorker? Or do you consider yourself one?
That is so foul. Who came up with this question?
So like New York City New Yorker or New York State New Yorker?
It's most likely probably
two
city.
things in my book.
It's probably city. What was
I
city?
mean, I don't know
It's
if I'm
always
mistaken,
city.
I don't live down there.
I mean, I consider myself a real New Yorker because we live close enough and we can get the job done.
Mhm.
But also, I've had a lot of family and friends there. I dated Mateo there, and he was, that was 4 years of my life. So,
Correct.
so I guess that's why I think it counts.
Yes.
Like I spent every holiday, my family, we either went down to Dykeman to see my family or they came up.
Yes.
When I
Let me
made
ask you- Go ahead, Cliff. I'm sorry.
Oh no! When I made friends with my friend Caroline, I went to go see her in Washington Heights all the time. When I made friends with my friend Carmelo, I went to go see him in freaking Riverdale in the Bronx. So I don't know. I feel like I've earned my time, but I guess I guess that's a real New Yorker in the NYC term.
Right.
Got you.
Phil's Treehouse Safe Balance.
So this isn't for you live in New Yorker question.
Yes.
Where does upstate New York begin and stop?
Well, you talking to the guy that's in Texas, so I don't know.
Well, that's for Cliff.
Well,
Oh.
right, because depending on who you talk to, because some
think
people,
anywhere outside the island, people consider themselves upstate.
right, some people consider anywhere outside the island. Some people consider Poughkeepsie the cutoff, right?
Right. I've heard that.
Yeah.
See,
So
when I lived in Rochester, we considered that upstate as well.
yeah. So and if you're way upstate, you're like, no, we're the real upstate. We're hours away. We're the real.
Right. If you're
You
in
know?
the Adirondacks, absolutely.
Yeah, they're like, those people are central, you New Yorkers. They
Right.
don't know what they're talking about.
Well, and that's the thing. They're like, well, no, you're Western New York. I'm like, well, I'm on the western part of the state, but
yeah,
you know,
you're like Western New York. Okay, now you're pushing it. So yeah, so C-Bizzle, I'm of the cult of the Poughkeepsie is the cutoff.
wow.
But again,
Gotcha.
that's like it's very arbitrary. Like I only stick to it because that's what I grew up with, and I have no interest in fighting those feelings.
Okay, my last question, and then I'll do my would you rather's. Okay.
Okay.
This question piggybacks on the last question. What is the most New York thing you've ever done?
Climbing over a barbed wire fence with the mats from your car so that you could get a better view of an astrological event because there's a cute boy involved. Does that count? Like, I feel like that counts. Like, that's an adventure, right?
Yeah, but is that New York specific?
Because the climate.
I'm not disagreeing. I
like that's not New York specific, but I just feel like that's a very New York item. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I've ever experienced something extremely New York. Oh, okay. Playing in front of the fire hydrant while buying ice cream for Mr. Softy. I feel like that's a very New York experience for me.
Yeah. JSS Brooklyn, this is a cute discussion. I mean, JS Brooklyn, you can answer some of these questions, these New York questions as well.
Here's the thing: you know that you've been in the city enough times when you could start telling who's never been there before.
Yeah.
You're like, why are you reading the crosswalk sign? Just fucking go. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, my anxiety is like can't handle New York City too well. But it's so funny because sometimes I'm not triggered by it, and sometimes I'm like so sensitive I have to stop and I have to catch my breath. You know, it really shifts from one experience to the other. Like one trip I had down to the city, literally the entire what's a crosswalk? That's right, JSS Brooklyn. Literally,
Exactly.
The entire experience of my day was built entirely around going to see Star Wars in 4DX, right? It took forever to get there. It took forever to get a ride from where we were to the particular theater, right? We passed what used to be the jewelry place where my father bought my mom's ring, and I thought that was neat. We got to the theater, there were gigantic lines. And where are we that we have gigantic lines to get to the theater? We got our popcorn, we got our drinks, and we got into that damn 4DX theater, and we had a wonderful time watching it. And by the time we got out, it was after 8 o'clock, and we're racing to get back to our train to come home. I was like, this was my whole damn day. Just this one movie. Like, New York, give me a break. Like, it's just crazy. You know, and like one time I went for like a comic hunt. Not a comic hunt. Yeah, what do you call it? A comic book, like comic book scavenger hunt, right? So like we started at Midtown Comics, and then like we trolloped around until we met up at this park.
Trolloped?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a little, I don't know. It just
Use that word. I don't think it means.
I have no comment.
Hold on, let me.
No, the old joke too is why is there a don't walk sign? Or why do they put up don't walk signs in New York City?
Why?
Give you something to read as you're crossing the street.
Okay, I am correct. Trollop as a horse trait is between trot and gallop. So I was using it the way
when I hear trollop, I think it's woman of the street.
Right, but no, we trollop. We trollop around. Nick's Kicks and Comics and I bought our first toys at Kenny's Toys back in the day. Oh wow. So yeah, we trolloped around. It was fun. I didn't win the scavenger hunt. I was very upset, and we were really trying because my tall ass could like reach up and grab all sorts of stuff. I was like, I got it, you know, but like, oh, Shinto says hi, and he's got to go because it's late. I'm sorry.
One of these webs on Spider-Man's costume sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, you know that
you're
have
correct.
To line them up ahead of time, but like,
yes.
Apologies to the chat. This is getting very local. I love it.
Okay, so that's my 7 questions for the New York edition.
I think that's a good break for us to do the second hashtag.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Did you load our covers, by the way?
No, I did not.
Oh, Cliff.
Did anyone remind me?
You're the host. We shouldn't.
I have been sickly all week.
Here we go.
I need reminders.
I got you.
Oh, there's Salmon.
All right, guys. Joe Kelly.
Joe Kelly, I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're drawing, folks. We're drawing, folks. We're drawing.
They're drawing forks.
Let me draw a fork right now. Just have Spider-Man.
Nerdy Geek!
Hey!
Congratulations, Nerdy Geek.
That could be the running theme for our show. Just drawing forks.
That would be fun. We should do that one week.
Nerdy Geek wins us second duck of the night. All right, for our third duck of the night, we're going with.
If we ever do giveaways, we send forks in the box.
That's It's going to be hashtag Mark Bagley. In honor of the first Ultimate Spider-Man run.
Yes.
You're welcome, Nerdy Geek. Let's adjust the banner. Mark Bagley. Saving it. By the way, Mark Bagley and oh my God. Brian Michael Bendis and Mark Bagley, I believe their run on Ultimate Spider-Man is a legendary run, you know?
I agree.
Because of the length of it. So I'm pretty big on that.
I agree.
All right, C-Bizzle. What have you got next?
I got my 7 questions movie goer edition.
Okay.
Okay. So
All right.
I want everybody, of course, in our panel to answer these questions. Guys in chat, if y'all want to answer these questions, these would you rather questions, feel free, because we love the interaction between us and in chat. So the first one is going to be, would you rather to be able to watch movies in the theaters or be able to stream them at home forever? Meaning, if you pick the movie theaters, that means you cannot watch them streaming at home forever, and vice versa.
But do I have to pay for them at the theater?
Of course.
Oh, JSS Brooklyn dropped us a super chat for Crosswalks. Thank you, sir. So you telling me movie theaters versus streaming?
Yep.
Streaming.
Forever.
Streaming.
Okay. Green shirt guy.
I don't know.
I know it's
Not like simple cut and dry, because like if another Star Wars movie comes out, I want to
Yeah.
see it in the theater.
Yeah.
I don't, some of the other stuff I don't really care about, but like Marvel,
Yeah.
I gotta see it in the theater.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess I'd still probably. I guess I'm gonna go home just because I watch more movies at home.
Okay. Okay. And I see Nerdy Geek. Oops. Says stream forever. So has
I can always make home into a fabulous theater, you know?
True. That is true. That is true.
It's not the same as seeing it with an audience, though.
The audience can be my friends that I invite over. I can have watch parties. I can have watch parties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Garth says streaming the convenience is better. I understand that.
Yeah. Listen though, but it's true that you would be missing out on things like the Minecraft movie that people clearly went
Chicken jockey
theater.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Would you rather watch only horror movies for the rest of your life or romantic comedies?
Romantic comedies.
That's not a thought process.
You want to watch
I
horror
like
movies?
romantic comedies, so whatever.
28 years later does look frightening, and it looks like it's going to be good.
Yeah. I see Garth. I watched Endgame at the theater opening night. Yeah, it was epic. I was there.
Yep.
I see
Very nice.
Garth said rom-com.
Oh, also wrong.
Yeah. All right. This one is dear to my heart. Would you rather spoil every movie ending for others or have every movie ending spoiled for you?
Have it spoiled for me, because guess what? That's the world I live in.
Yeah. That's the reason why the other night I was up until 1 o'clock in the morning watching Daredevil,
I
because
finished
in
it.
our private chat they was talking about it. So I said, let me watch it.
I ignored the chat all day so I can watch it. And in hindsight, I like parts of the last episode. Didn't love it.
So Nerdy Geek, spoil it for others. Agrees with Cliff. I understand that. I'm going to be able to watch my Alien franchise. I'm going horror. Yeah, I like it. I'm a huge Aliens fan myself. There's a hugger on your couch. Okay. Why would you do this? Okay. Would you rather be stuck in a time loop where you can only watch your least favorite movie, or never watch a new movie again?
Never watch a new movie again because there's a lot of old stuff I like.
I guess both of those are terrible, but I guess never watching the movie again.
Well, what is it, new to me, or just you're saying new release? Like, there's a lot of
New
old movies
release.
I haven't seen that technically
Yeah.
would be new.
Yeah, new release. You know,
Yeah,
so
okay.
technically, if you just wait a while, those new releases become older movies.
This is true.
This really falls in line with having every movie ruined for you, so I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next question, I only got 3 more. Would you rather meet your favorite actor in real life but be banned for watching their movies, or would you watch their movies and never meet them?
Watch their movies.
Yeah, because I don't see them now.
And I've already met a few of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
That one,
No.
did you have that restraining order?
I don't. It was close. Shout out to Paul Rudd.
I did hear
I
the
got a
Paul Rudd
Paul Rudd story.
You know that story, right?
I don't know that I do.
I do.
I just remember years ago, RJ is probably 3 months old, maybe 4 months old, and I still worked about the same hours, just at a different place. And I would go pick him up from my mother-in-law because she would watch him in the morning for a few hours, and I would go pick him up and bring him home. And I was a damn that I wouldn't use a stroller. I'm like, screw this is stupid. So I would carry him everywhere I went. So I'm in Target at the Galleria Mall, and I got him over my shoulder, and I can't even remember what I was getting. And I'm going towards the checkout, and there's that main drag that cuts halfway through the store, and I'm walking towards the checkout that way, and Paul Rudd's coming the other way. And the funny part was that we had watched Dinner for Schmucks the night before. So he walks by, and I went, wait a minute, was that Paul Rudd? And I turned around, and he kind of looked at me. We kind of looked at each other and looked at us. He's like, please just leave me. Don't come over. I'm like, we're good. And I just kept going. But I was like, did I see who I think I just saw? Or was that just in my head because of the movie the night before?
He was like, "Don't talk to me."
It wasn't like he was mad. He was just like, I'm really. I mean, it kind of was like it was kind of was like, I know you know who I am, but if you could leave,
Like I'm in this, like I'm low key. We're in public. Don't turn
Right.
this thing.
And I was like, no, we're good. I just kind of gave him. It was one of those head nods. Like,
Yeah.
kind of needs one of those.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather only watch movies with subtitles or watch dubbed movies? Now, I'm a huge anime fan, and I always watch them with subtitles.
I'm okay with subtitles.
Okay, I need to know, in this scenario,
Mm-hmm.
is this only when I watch foreign films?
Only when you watch movies in general.
In general. So I'm doomed to subtitles or voiceover.
Correct.
Well, that's shitty, C-Bizzle.
That's why it's a would you rather. It's supposed to be hard.
Subtitle is, bitch, so I can watch whatever I want to watch.
Yeah.
Okay, the last
I also
one.
gonna pick subtitles, but I watch a lot of stuff with subtitles now. So
yeah, I do too.
Well, I'm getting old, so I
watch stuff that's in English and subtitles sometimes, just because
subtitles on, just so I can follow the damn story.
Sometimes I do, because I'm like doing something and I'm like, wait a minute, what did they say? But it's still on the screen for a second after they say it.
Yeah, and if you don't have the right audio equipment in your home, you know how those moments where somebody says something really low, and you're like, what is that word? What are the words coming out of your mouth? And like, if you have that little, that's whatever that thing is, you can turn just that up and like everything sounds really good. But if you don't have a system like that that's sophisticated enough, you're like, why did you whisper those words?
Right?
Exactly.
How could you nonchalantly say Kelly is your mother's baby? How could you?
JSS Brooklyn says subtitle.
Yeah. And the joys of getting older.
Yes. My last would you rather, and after this we could probably do the covers if you have them. Would you rather star in a low budget cult classic or be a background extra in a blockbuster?
Star in the low budget cult classic.
Oh, I would star in the low budget cult classic. Yeah, no way.
Save. I mean, like if you was in a background of Endgame, nobody would care.
Well, your family's gonna care because you can point it out, but like if you're starring in something that everybody loves, but it's not well, it wasn't big produced, you're still gonna be able to sign photos or whatever. It's random game hole con.
Yeah, look at Tim Curry with Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
And what led to him getting bigger roles. So
well, even what's his name that was in Flash Gordon, what's he do now? He goes around shows and just signs photos.
Yeah. So it goes either way.
Other people went on to bigger and better things, but
yeah.
All right. I think, was that the last one?
That's the last one.
All right. I think this was your first pick, correct, C-Bizzle?
Yes. I tried to stick to Ultimate Spider-Man. I really like this cover. I like the way it's drawn. I know you don't.
No. I'm saying I did not stick to Ultimate at all.
Oh, yeah. But I just really like it. I like the color balance on this, and I always pick the books that I actually own. So I actually own this one, so I really like it.
Lovely, and I appreciate you sticking to the Ultimate Universe because I too did not, but I was super tired when we did this.
This is Miles Morales, Ultimate Spider-Man. This is actually a collection of the first 3 issues. I have this book, and I just really like the cover. Brian Michael Bendis, writer, Sarah Pacelli, I think I said her name right, as the artist. I just really, really enjoy Miles Morales Spider-Man. But I had another Miles Morales cover I wanted to put, but it wasn't part of the Ultimate Universe, so I couldn't do it. And of course, the Ultimate Fallout issue number 4. I picked this. I have only the facsimile. The actual book is part of my Grail list. See, Cliff, I got a Grail list that's expensive.
This one's like you can get there expensive.
Yeah, that's it. This is. I don't buy new comic books for a month, and I'll be able to get it.
Let me ask you this.
Damn, boy, damn.
Or 2
Better
months.
than I thought.
2 months.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah. Yes.
Would you rather have this book in a 9/8 signed by everybody that worked on it, everybody, but you have to give up the rest of your comics?
No. It's very. This is like I said with Cliff. All I have to do is stop buying new comic books for a couple of months, and I will have this. Yet I know it's not going to be signed by everybody, but it's not worth. I have over almost close to 12,000 comic books, and it's not worth me giving up all those books just for this one. Because all those other books, it was a journey to get those. It's a lot of books I own got great stories to tell, how I acquired them, and this book will be part of that journey as well. Once I add it to my entire collection, it's like adding a new family member.
What if? And this is just obviously whatever hypothetical can't happen, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You purchase this book, and upon your purchase, there's some mystical, crazy thing that happens where all the other ones in the world burn up in effigy, and so you have the only one left. But again, you have to give up the rest of your comics.
What, like everybody's book?
Every single one. You have the only copy in the world.
No, my moral standards won't allow that to happen. I don't want. If I have this book, I don't want anybody else's book to be harmed because I want to get this book.
Right on.
I'm like that even when I go to the comic shop and I know a book that's going to be hot, and I can just I could buy like 4 or 5 copies of them, and I really don't try to.
Except for Batman. Absolute Batman.
Oh yeah, because I'm giving those away.
Okay.
I gotta be selfish. I gotta be selfish for my subscribers.
There you go.
I need a big marker.
Fascinating. All right, I think we are moving into Green Shirt Guy territory.
Those are mine. Yep. Mine are. You'll see. There's a theme to them. Much like 2 weeks ago, there was a theme to mine. So this one, I didn't really read a whole lot of Spider-Man. If I'm being honest with you, I would read it time and again. And then when Ramos came on for this book, I started reading it more often. And I actually got this book signed my first con ever in Boston. And it was really funny because I didn't know much about things, at shows and so forth back then. And he was signing, he's signing or whatever. But this book was like, if you wanted this one signed, I think it was $20, but everything else was $5. But I got it signed.
Yeah, I have this book. This is the Dan Slott one.
Mm-hmm.
I have the complete one for this.
2 stories in it too, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, I think I want to say this is the run that's had Silk came about, right?
Well, Silk showed up in Original Sins, remember?
Yeah, but I'm just saying that
she
this
might
is the
have been
volume.
in this. I don't really remember.
Yeah, I think her first full appearance was in this run.
No, her first full appearance was Original Sins.
You can make me look this up.
Yeah, but she's not Silk in that.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. She's whatever her real name is.
Yeah. Okay, next up.
Yeah,
Hunted,
this one,
part 1.
another Ramos one.
I have this one.
I do too, and I just love this cover. It's
Yeah.
such an ingenious idea. That
This is the Nick Spencer run.
Yes. But yeah, I love this cover. I love the idea behind it. I think it's kind of cool. This is Craven, not that crappy movie.
Yes. This he's really Craven in this one.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Right.
Back from the dead once more.
He is, so
I don't know,
so to speak.
Yeah, so I had to pick one out of this, and I think the one I picked is I think the one that's all the way to the left. I think it's what 797.
Yeah.
And this is the last arc before they reset back to one again. It was the Red Goblin run. This story was fun. The artwork was great, and I initially didn't have all of them. I think I had gotten 798, 799, and 800, but for some reason, or maybe it was like 801, but for some reason, because I didn't know they were connecting initially, and I was like, somebody's like, oh, there's a connecting. I'm like, really? So I went back and got the other because Anthony had them. So I have them all. I have them all signed by Slott and Ramos. They're all 9/8 except for 801 is a 9/6, and here's why. I'm sorry, 800 is a 9/6 because I got them all signed. I got them by Slott in Baltimore. I had them cracked because I was in New York City, and so Ramos is signing them all, and he's handing them back to me. So I'm setting them on top, and then I got to put them back in the bags before I walk back to the CGC. And one was sitting on top of another one, so his signature bled just slightly on the back.
No.
Yeah, not a ton. I mean, it's like a lid. I swear to God, it's like not even a fingernail, but you can see it. So it went from a 9/8 to a 9/6 because other than that, the book is pristine. But I have them all. It's cool, and I have them all. Like I said, I have them all. They're all signed. They're all 9/8 except for the one.
No.
Oh no.
The darn signature.
So yeah, and I think this is one of the better connectings I've seen in a while.
Yeah, I agree.
And now it's my picks.
He went old school, y'all.
I went very old school. Amazing Spider-Man 151. Have you seen the inks on this? Like, it is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is so good. Trapped. We even got rats, Like, this is such a classic cover. I mean, do I even have to say the words? Like, how beautiful this is?
It is.
Like, it is just mwah. Spider-Man. I just love this cover. I love everything that's happening here. I love that there is a challenge here for Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, only one of us is leaving here alive. I don't give a damn that you're flooding the sewer. And then I don't know how you feel about spotlight covers, but I feel like spotlight covers are synonymous with Batman and Spider-Man.
Yeah,
am I wrong?
X-Men.
And I love it.
I agree.
And again, this is super, super classic. It screams Spider-Man to me.
Yes.
And that's why I love it. Also a lot of guns on the cover, even though it's Comic Code Authority approved.
Loosely.
And lastly, because I like fun, I like a fun cover. Come on. Tell me this is not a beautiful cover.
Oh, yeah.
Kingpin is tearing shit up, and Spider-Man's like, what?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I kind of miss the days where, like, Kingpin was Spider-Man's villain. Like, I'm a little bit reminiscent of it.
No more
That's
grounded.
why I'm kind of surprised. Not surprised because I know the reason, but why he hasn't shown up on the Daredevil show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
or at least talk about.
Yeah. At least a little ning, a little wink, a little nod,
Right.
a little something. So those were our cover choices. Tell us, chat, what did you think?
Hope it's all good.
This is topical. My 10-year bet is what will be worth more, Ultimate Fallout 4 or New Mutants 98, both in 9/8 in 10 years since the book was brought. Interesting.
New Mutants 98 right now got a nice lead over it, just based on the fact that Deadpool's already been in multiple movies,
Yeah.
while Miles Morales has not. Live action.
I think Ultimate Fallout and that eventually will surpass it.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
that.
this is tough because Deadpool is so wildly popular,
He is.
Yeah.
but there is something so incredibly special about Miles.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, he's the Spider-Man of a whole generation.
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like they'll be neck and neck in the future.
It's similar to me with Green Lantern. Some kids grew up with Jon Stewart as the Green Lantern. Some people grew up with Hal Jordan.
Yep. It's a whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Wally West, Bart Allen.
Okay, see, I grew up with Wally West. So,
I'm a Bart Allen fan.
I was like, Wally was
Okay.
out here doing the work. Why don't any of you appreciate him? All right. Let's shall we do our next duck?
Yeah, it'll be our last duck.
It is our last duck.
Last and final. Is
All
that
right,
the final
folks.
answer?
Yes, it is. All right, folks, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and draw. Where she lands, we don't know. Nerdy Geek again.
Hey!
Congratulations, sir. Nerdy Geek gets 2 tonight. 1 for Brian LCS.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Woo. Well, that is something. All right, folks.
Should we show
I'm
what we
just
did
moving my-
before we leave?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
I'm-
should.
My other
Reveal!
camera apparently turned off. I didn't realize it turned off this whole time. So.
I just turned it off. I'm just moving stuff around.
Well, mine it got kicked out.
Oh, that's
So
what you mean.
the whole time it wasn't even on.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's fine.
You just still show what you got.
Agreed.
Now I can see my beautiful face. All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Cliff, you gonna make Green Trick Guy big? No, did
1 second.
Remind me to tell you something I saw with Diddy after.
Oh no.
It's a Star Wars meme.
Oh.
It's mine. I haven't decided if I'm gonna color it.
Oh, hey.
Oh, nice. That's good. Way better than mine.
Yeah. I gotta throw some
It is
accents
nice.
for shadows and stuff. But
All right, is it C-Bizzle's turn?
Oh, yeah. Show me. I gotta go.
woo!
Hey.
Take it.
I gotta
Who's
do
that?
more. Yeah, I'm gonna do more things on his legs, and I'll be set.
Excellent. Excellent.
It is hot in this room.
No, it's just you.
I know I had the effect on people and myself.
My.
I had Cliff, had a hot flash, so
Right?
Just a little, just a quickie. Just a
Yeah,
quickie.
yeah.
Mostly
Just a quick
Christina
one.
Green. Mostly Christina Payne.
Thanks, Gar. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. That's right. You're right.
Oh my goodness. How are you folks doing otherwise? What do we got coming up?
So 2 weeks we're doing Void Rivals.
Yes.
Void Rivals.
2 weeks from now, we're doing Void Rivals. We're doing the Image Skybound, the Energon universe. So we're doing Void Rivals, G.I. Joe, and Transformers.
We're not sure which week we're going to do G.I. Joe yet because we want to let Sam do it, and it's all one
Correct.
Sam.
Correct.
But the next one is Void Rivals.
Yes.
He better
we don't have
figure
a host.
He better figure it out.
Yes. Once again, folks, Sunday we will not have a show on Sunday because of it's Easter Sunday.
Happy
and
Easter.
We want people happy Easter. We want people to be with their families instead of just watching our ugly mugs. Talk about one of the best movies of all time, The Last Dragon. So we're gonna watch it. We're gonna probably do it next Sunday. On Monday is New Keys and Hot Comics.
Yep.
At 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes, Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern time is correct.
Yeah. Yes. And then on Wednesday is New Comic Book Day next week. And you'll see our faces.
That's right. As we cover new comics.
New comics, FOCs, the B-rolls and the picks. So come check us out. We always have a good time doing that. And anything else, fellas?
Remember, Friends Don't Let Friends by JR.
Oh, Lord.
My goodness. Anyhow, you can find me tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Cliff on Comics. My guest is going to be Bunkmaster B. And Saturday morning for Comics and Coffee with Cliff, I'm going to have Swagda on. It's going to be a great weekend. God help me to get through it because I got a lot of cooking to do. Thank you for joining us.
Same.
This has been Fill in the Blanks with your amazing host, C-Bizzle and Green Shirt Guy. And I'm just a schmuck in the chair who joined along for the ride. See you guys next time. Until then, oh my God, what is our outro video? What are we even doing?
I don't know.
I don't even, do we use the intro is the outro. Okay.
Yeah.
Till next time, folks. Peace.
The brightest day. Where are the heroes?